All right, guys. Somebody sent me this interesting video here. It's called "The Dark Side of Horse Riding." Now, I don't know exactly what it's about. It's from Relay. I don't know. I'll give you a story. I once rode a horse. This was before I was over the weight limit, so you know it was when I was a toddler, and it wasn't for me. It was just uncomfortable. But I do think that if I tried it again, it wouldn't be so bad. The problem is I'm over the weight limit. I'm a large boy. I think 220 is usually the limit for horses. Makes sense. You don't want to turn them into glue. Although horse meat, I believe, is very, very good for you. It's very lean. But, how can we do it? Balloons. Done. Nathan, for you. They showed it. Tie balloons to me. Makes me lighter. Boom. I can ride a horse. That's it. The fact that we don't have balloon accessibility for overweight people to ride a horse, fat phobia. It's true. Let's get this video started.
You know, for years, I knew that this was some type of fetish because in all of these videos uploaded to the internet, it's almost exclusively gross, creepy men in the comment section.
What are you talking about? We're talking about horse riding. What do you mean?
Who are like, ooh, I wish she was riding me. Okay. Hey bitch, and welcome back to me talking about people I hate. In today's video, I really wanted to just sit down and talk about this because it's been a very unsettling topic that I've been really avoiding for the sake of monetization on this channel. So for the sake of this video, I'm just going to say that this video is of a sexually graphic, explicit nature. I'm not going to be showing anything overtly sexual in this video. However, we are going to be talking about explicit subjects.
How does this get explicit? It's horseback riding. We're starting off at 100.
For years, I have been seeing videos on YouTube and all across the internet that you guys have been sending me of women dressed up in dominatrix type clothing, punishing horses. And, you know, I have not wanted to touch on...
I wish I was the horse. Okay. I wouldn't call it punishing. Does it actually hurt the horse when you whip it? Okay.
On this subject for a long time, but this is a growing fetish, which is what I'm going to call it because that's pretty much what I determined it is.
Hey, don't yuck my yum.
I need people to know that you can have whatever fetish you want, okay?
Thank you. Well, no,
Wally Lilith.
No, you can't, 'cause some of them are bad, okay? Like, for instance, furries? No. Also, don't have a kid one either. That's bad. That's for bad. Almost not quite as bad as dressing up in a fursuit, but it's up there. Okay.
Is not here to kink shame you bitches. However, I have a problem with your fetish when it starts getting to the point where it is abusing an animal. So welcome to the dark side of horse riding. I just wanted to interrupt this video to mention today's sponsor, which is me, bitches. Okay. Who else would sponsor this video? My God. I just wanted to let everyone know that
very gratuitous usage of the word bitches. You know, I like using the word sometimes. My wife and I call each other that. She got me into the habit of that. I used to think the word was deeply offensive and disrespectful, but my wife has a lot of gay friends, so I guess they love that word. I don't know. But I feel like it's a little much. But hey, maybe I'm just sensitive.
My new Hey Bitch merch is out now. This is separate from Link Equestrian Apparel, which is going to be launching very soon. So we do have the Hey Bitch
Is this a horse girl?
No Excuses merch out now.
Is this girl make horse content?
The FEI turns a blind...
Is that who she is? Oh my God, she's a horse. She's a horse person. She makes horse content. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay. Wow. That makes sense as to why she's making this. I guess she would know if it abuses the horse. If you spank it. Maybe the horse likes it, though. You don't know. Maybe the horse has a fetish. I don't know. She's an equestrian?
I feel like a lot of people are going to think this isn't real and that this is...
Like a My Little Pony cosplayer? Like, what does that mean?
Isn't a thing, and it is. For years, horse riders, women specifically, have been overtly sexualized, which is something
Well, if you ride a horse, you are a woman by default, because if your testicles don't hurt when you ride a horse, then you're a woman. That's just a fact. It's just a fact. Sorry. Cope. You can cope if you don't think that's true.
A lot of people don't pay attention to. So many people sexualize horse riders by saying like, oh, they're good at riding in bed, and they're very dominating type
I'm gonna take my horse to the old down road.
Point out that this is just one of the emails that I received.
I recently came across your YouTube channel. I guess you would know because she's a girl horseback rider. I recently came across your YouTube channel. First, I know nothing about horses yet. Somehow I am in awe of you. Oh no. He's gonna ask for Bob Vagine. No. I can't really explain it. Yes, you are certainly stunning, but it is so much more. I love your intellect, your wit, and your attitude. Well, intellect and wit, I would say, are the same thing, but hey. I wonder how you have come across all this at such a young age. Oh, it's getting worse. It's got worse. He's an older man. And he's explicitly pointing out her young age, which is gross. I saw your video on pony play. Oh, I'm 100% ready to be mounted and ridden by you whenever you are ready and for the rest of time. And yet I have no experiences with pony play. Being your PNY could very well be my life's calling. Yet I have more to offer. I want to be on my knees at your feet, serving and worshiping you the way that you deserve. Oh, I am not typical submissive. I am a strong and accomplished man, which are typical submissives, by the way. I don't know why, but for some reason, men that are very accomplished like to be abused, I guess, sometimes. Not all of them, but it's like a weird thing. I guess they have so much control over their life, they want to be able to give control to somebody else. I wouldn't do it personally. I'm not successful or accomplished. I am tall, fit, and would make an excellent knight for the Queen of Queens. That would be you, Rayla. More like Nayla, am I right, for horses? Does she have a horse kink?
The FEI...
or is he... I doubt it. I doubt that she makes videos about pony play. Wow. Okay. Hey, shooting your shot, brother.
On almost a weekly basis from gross, creepy men who are sexualizing me as a horse rider. And I am not alone in this. This is not just exclusive to this side of the industry with women trying to dominate horses for men's sexual gratification.
Wow.
This also bleeds over into the harassment of other equestrians who are not producing content like this. Men harassing horseback riding women is definitely a thing. Again, I'm not trying to make anybody uncomfortable, but this needs to be talked about. It's not okay to sexualize horseback riding women just because they are supposedly, in your mind, dominating an animal, which
I disagree, actually, and I'm going to explain why. You're going to be like, oh, Papa, I can't believe you. I disagree. You can sexualize them if you want. You just can't express that sexualization to people. If you see a woman that's what a beautiful face to end on. Sorry, the pause is just funny. If you look at a girl riding a horse and it makes you feel some type of way, that's fine. Like, you know, you can't really police the thought crime here, okay? But for you to reach out to her, and it's fine to reach out to her and be, hey, I saw your videos. I'm not really into horseback riding, but I think that, like, I really like your videos. I think you're blah, blah, blah. You know, maybe focusing on them as a person instead of the gross stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. Shooting your shot. But to be, like, so explicit and feel that because you're turned on by her, that is an invitation for you to assert yourself sexually onto her, that's the problem. That's where the actual issue lies in. Okay, you can have the feelings you want to have, but just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean that you should be able to that you act on that way. Oh, I feel this person is attractive, and them riding horses turns me on, so I'm going to sexually harass them. Because that's what that is. Like, let's be real. Like, nobody in their right mind would ever walk up to somebody the first message and be like, hey, I want you to spank me like a pony. Like, that's weird. Okay? That's the problem, right? If he has the fetish, but he reaches out to her respectfully and like, hey, I liked your content. I think that you're attractive. Maybe I could take you on a date. That's fine. I mean, that's just normal like dating stuff. But he got a little extra on that one. That's the real problem there. It's like, Jesus Christ. So
which is just so gross, and most of us don't do that. But this is a legit fetish, and there's a whole snowball effect to this fetish. It just keeps getting deeper and deeper and more abusive to animals as it goes on. So
I'm sorry, but like the snowball thing made me laugh. It's like snowball fetish. It's like, I think a snowball is when like, oh. Okay, so I can't say it out loud. Like, I don't have paint on my computer here apparently. Okay, so a snowball is when you know, one person, I think. So basically, let's say that you had some glue and you had put some glue into this Pac-Man's mouth here, right? And then Pac-Man took that glue and I think it's either spit it into the other person's mouth or they kissed that person. That's a snowball. I think that is. Urban Dictionary. Don't look it up.
I first off need to say right off the bat, if horse riding women are your fetish, cool, man, what the fuck ever, I don't care. As somebody who rides horses, I can tell you straight up that I get literally zero sexual gratification out of riding a horse, which is, I think, what's funny. So many people joke about why women ride horses because they get some sort of sexual gratification out of it, and that's just not true at all. Sorry to burst your bubble, but if anything, horseback riding severely hurts and I leave with like severe leg pain.
Hey, if you think it hurts, how do you think my schmesticles feel? Okay, those things are brutalized. It's not good. Horseback riding is sexist against men. Hurts my balls. Balls on you. Sorry.
And sore feet. So yeah, no, anything sexual out of horseback riding, absolutely not. That doesn't happen for me or for any other rider I know. Super strange, but whatever. Not trying to kink shame you. You can be into that if you want to be into that.
Yuck, my yum.
However, it takes a very dark, sinister turn when you realize that it's gone too far.
What the hell is she riding? Oh, a person. Is that a person? Or a actual pony?
If you...
I thought that was a person and a pony. You can't do that. That woman's... Wait, first of all, I'm fat, but she's also fat. That's a little baby. You're going to kill that thing.
If you find yourself putting on heels to ride a horse, stop. If you find yourself...
I feel like if a grown horse can only handle a 220-pound person, then that fucking little pony can only handle like a 10-pound baby. What?
Putting on all black latex clothing to ride a horse. Stop.
Well, who cares about that? I care about, like, I really don't care what... Listen, you want to wear whatever clothing you want to wear riding a horse. I really don't care. But that's a child. That pony is a child. You can't as an adult ride it.
You know, for years, I knew that this was some type of fetish because in all of these videos
True question. Does whipping of the horse hurt it? Only because it's a horse. It has, like, thick skin. Is it actually hurting the horse? I'm just genuinely curious. I don't know.
Loaded to the internet. It's almost exclusively gross, creepy men in the comment section who are like, ooh, I wish she was riding me.
Based.
Okay, it just really creeps me out. This section of the horse world on YouTube really creeps me out. It was so creepy that I was so reluctant to talk about this for years. I did not want to talk about this, but this is on YouTube. This is actual content that people watch, and there are legit playlists of this. If you
Snow
want
became a member.
to dress
Hey, thanks for the medium gut, brother.
up as a horse and do some sort of pony play fetish type thing, I'm all here for that. You can be into that. That can be your fetish. You know, Pony Play invited me to go to one of their events, and they seem like really nice, weird but nice people, and you bet I will go to one eventually. However, it's not okay when it gets to the point where you're getting sexual gratification or gratification of any kind, not even sexual, out of watching videos of grown women dressed in very sexual clothing, whipping around live, real horses.
Who cares? Unless it hurts the horse. I personally don't care. Like, if you want to watch the video of a girl riding a horse and it turns you on or whatever, as long as she's not doing the horse, and as long as she's not doing the horse, you know, and, you know, she's not hurting the horse. I don't know. Whipping might hurt the horse. Then it would be a problem. But outside of that, I mean, I don't really care that much. I'm just going to be real with you. I also don't care about horses. They're food. I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, horses are cool. They're all right. You know, they're big. I went to, like, some weird, like, festival one time. Those horses get big, bro. Some of those things are like Goliaths. They scare me. Anyway, I think my point's proven. I am obviously a horse enthusiast and specialist. That's my expertise. So listen to what I have to say.
These videos mostly consist of two categories. Women dressing up in sexual clothing, getting on horses, and whipping them around, yanking the bit around, and, you know, basically dominating, in their mind, a horse. But they ride really shitty and they look like idiots 99% of the time. The other version of this content is grown women. Sometimes these women are overweight. I don't know if that adds to it or not, but they are sitting on tiny little ponies and
she's right, that hurts the horse.
And again, forcing the pony to carry all their weight, whipping them around in sexual clothing, and men in the comment section are getting sexual gratification off this. Both of these are equally as disturbing as each other, and I don't even know what else to say about this other than the fact that this shit is so disturbing. I don't understand why it's allowed on this platform.
Jesus, that horse does not want to be ridden by this baby. This woman. The baby, the horse is the baby, and this woman needs to stop riding it. Man, this is horrible. This is actually like legitimately messed up.
Point blank period, you are abusing that animal. And what's even crazier is the like to dislike ratio on these videos is almost all likes. It's almost all positive feedback when they're literally abusing animals on camera for creepy old dudes' sexual gratification, which is so weird. It's so, weird. I don't even know if these women are actual equestrians. I don't think they are because none of them can ride. I think this is legit just a fetish where men pay women to dress up in sexual clothing and sit on horses and beat them around and just abuse the crap out of them by yanking on their face or whipping them. And we already know how much whips affect horses, how horses...
Well, I genuinely don't know, actually. I'm not even kidding. I mean, I feel like do whips hurt horse? Oh, that's actually a common question. Whips don't. Oh, okay. Well, that's just what this is saying. The horse racing industry has long relied on the premise that whips don't hurt horses, but a new study has revealed that horses are thin-skinned creatures who feel pain when they get whipped. Oh. Apparently, they do hurt horses. Okay, so there's studies that are saying that horses have the ability to feel pain. And they can, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the whip hurts the horse. I don't know, but maybe it does. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to ask a horse if they're okay. I don't know. I've never dated an ugly girl. I'm just kidding. I dated a lot of them. Not my wife though. Anyway, all jokes aside, I don't know. But okay.
Feel more pain than we do. How sensitive their oral cavities are. We know all.
Are they whipping them in the mouth or the butt? I feel like, I don't know. My butt can take a beating. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I'm not wrong about that. I know that, especially if you have a big fanny. But then again, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of meat on the horse's butt. Not like humans. They have big old. Some people have some big fat asses, and I like it. Okay, that's my thing. All right, you can't argue with that.
All of this, and we also know the 20% rule and how this is so damaging and detrimental to do to miniature horses. You should not be riding miniature horses at all.
20% rule. So like you're only supposed to ride something if it's like 20%. You're 20% of the weight. Okay, I gotta find a 6,000-pound horse. Is that right? A 6,000-pound horse. Let's see, 6,000 divided by 5. Oh, no, I'm not that heavy. That's 1,200 pounds. It's 5,000-pound horse. That's more like it. That's the... Whatever 350 times 5 is. What is that, like 1750? I don't know.
All unless you're a very small child. This is not only not okay to be posting on YouTube, but it's also animal abuse. You know, there's really not much more I can say about this because it's just disturbing to say the least. I just wanted to make a video on it because I know I get so many people who send me these videos who are like, dude, what the fuck, you need to react to this. And honestly, guys, this video might be taken down off YouTube because YouTube takes down all my videos that have quote-unquote graphic content in them. However, they don't take down the actual animal abusers videos. I don't want to make this a very in-depth video, which is why I just wanted to come on and talk about it, because what else can I fucking say, dude? This is fucked up. I mean, have whatever fetish you want, but if it involves the abuse of a live animal, I'm not cool with it, YouTube shouldn't be cool with it, and the law is definitely not cool with it either. And I just think it's fucked that people think it's okay to abuse horses because they're these big animals, and people have been used to abusing them throughout history. Like, people think it's normal.
Just like men. Just like men, guys. Men have been big animals that get abused. I stand with this message.
To whip horses, to yank their mouths, to kick them. People think that's normal, and it's not. Horse riders don't treat their horses this way. If this is your fetish, then maybe you should find a different fetish, okay? Join pony play. Like, this is what I don't
just join like a My Little Pony or something.
understand about these people. Why can't you get off to going to a pony play event? Like, if you really want a woman to dominate you in that way, there's plenty of people at pony play who will do it, homie. I'm trying to divert people's attention.
Papa, I could ride a dairy cow, a bison, a polar bear, or a manatee. Okay, thank you for that information.
To something that doesn't actually harm animals, if that's your thing. Anyway, guys, I know this video was like probably my weirdest video I've ever posted, but I felt it was probably time that I made a video on this because it has been on my mind for years, and there's literally creepy dudes that make playlists of these videos on YouTube, and it's just fucking gross. Some of these videos get hundreds of thousands of views. Yeah, this definitely does not represent...
There's nothing wrong with that video. If she's just an attractive girl riding a horse, if she's not hurting the horse, who cares, you know? The mini horse thing is messed up, though.
Equestrians, how equestrians ride horses. This is not how normal people ride horses. Normal equestrians don't get anything sexual out of riding horses. So anybody who's going to try and sexualize equestrians and equestrianism...
I mean, I'm sure that there are people who get gratification out of riding the horses sexually, and they're also excellent equestrians, okay? Nothing wrong with that, right?
It's just fucking weird, and you don't know anything about the sport at all because we don't ride horses to dominate them. It does not feel good at all to ride.
If you're like a horse thing, who's the athlete? You know, like who's the athlete? Is it you or is it the horse? That's a genuine question. I feel like it would be the horse, no? Wouldn't it be the horse? You wouldn't be the athlete. That's like saying that, like, people who play video games professionally are athletes. Like, what a world.
Horses, it fucking hurts. Okay, love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining this really bizarre, really weird video, but I love you guys so much. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will be back with some better content that's not so fucking weird. But I just wanted to shed some light on this so that way we can probably put an end to this type of content and let people know that this isn't okay. If this is your fetish, it's not okay. Stop getting sexual gratification out of animal abuse. Okay.
Somebody said, Papa, I'm pretty sure this video is an indirect call out of Vosh. Okay, she would be the coach. That makes sense. All right, interesting video. Glad I watched it.
I want Papa Gut to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.